Hi girly, she looks bald. Hi, welcome to another week. We're about to go to my apartment and see if I can get my keys and whatnot. We're not really sure because I can't remember what date I signed on the lease. And that's basically it. We were about to leave, but we're gonna have to wait another like 20 minutes for the bus. So there's that. Hi AD, welcome to apartment tour. Okay, lighting. Okay, lighting. I was a little worried about the light doing north facing, but on a dreary day, it's still gorgeous. Loving having floor to ceiling windows. Anyway, she's tiny, but she's mighty and she's gorgeous. We brought nothing because we weren't sure if today was the day I was moving in or not. But we did go to Lidl and grab a few things. Here she is, very gorgeous. Any words, Mom?
What'd you say?
Anything to say?
It's beautiful.
How you feeling?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Here she is. She is very beautiful. There's a little reading light. There's a little reading light right there. Oh, then there's two bigger, like, shelving wardrobe moments. This one is actual, like, hanging. And then, as you can see, there's so many storage compartments. And there's also storage that's included. So, my suitcases and stuff I'll put. And then, look how cute. Little 1-2 step up moment. For my jacket. Here's the little hallway. Here. Oh, yeah, I don't have to buy one. Here is the microwave. We have communal kitchens. And so I just have a microwave. We have some storage. Everything comes with it, including pots and pans. Go ahead. I know you were waiting. There's the little fridge. Oh, here's some of the stuff we got. We got some yogurt and some juice, toilet paper, and what's this called? Kleenex. And then I got some little Pringles, and here's more storage with the rest. I got a little porridge to try out, see if I like this brand, and just the essentials. And like I said, it comes with silverware and everything, which is nice. And then here's my little dining living nook. And we have a little lever right here where I'm gonna put all my decor. You guys already know I'm gonna spice it up in here. Bright. I'm thinking bright. I'm thinking pink. I'm thinking animal print. I'm thinking Christmas tree. I'm thinking it all. Christmas tree.
Yes. No negativity.
No negativity allowed. No. Okay, moving on. Here's where you'll be seeing all my OOTDs. Slay. It's warm enough today that I wore this and just, what was it?
Vapor barrier.
Vapor barrier, Dad's new term. Anyway, here is the bathroom. Waterfall and a little hand guide. And what's nice is the shower I'm in right now doesn't even have one of those, so that's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna get a thing to put over this for when I'm doing my makeup from Miss TK. And look how gorgeous. And there's like a little storage over here, but it's mainly the sink. Okay, welcome to my grab. I'm so tired. I haven't vlogged anything today. We just went and bought a bunch of stuff and dropped it back off at my apartment. How you feeling?
Hey.
How you feeling?
Oh. Good. Every day's a good day. Every day's a good day.
Just how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great.
Fantastic.
Great day.
Great day. We're at M&S Christmas. It's so cute. I'm thinking about doing this one. These are the cutest. This is probably all year.
Before the sun appears, before the world has even stirred, let's get out of here. We don't need to hurry, the road ahead is clear. Let's follow the coast as far as it goes, or until we disappear. That gives me an idea. Let's get lost together. Let's go chase that postcard. Wish you were here, weather. Let's get lost together. 'Cause if we don't, I know that I won't even last another year. The wind at your shoulders, soft-gin in our ears. There's a whole wide world about to unfurl, not so far from here. So let's get lost together. Let's go chase that postcard. Wish you were here, weather. Let's get lost together. 'Cause if we don't, I know that I won't even last another year. Let's go disappear far away from here. Let's get lost together.
Hi girls, how are we doing? Hi, I'm having a sick day today. I'm just a wee bit under the weather. Basically all three of us have been sick on and off the entire trip. My dad probably has been the most symptomatic, but I haven't felt good like 100% for on and off for the past like 2 weeks probably. Anyway, I've tried to push through, but this is the second day, not in a row, but second day within the past like week or two I've had to say I gotta stay home because I do not feel well. Just like, you know, cold, my throat hurts, I'm coughing, I have like a sinus headache, and there's not really much to do about it. I think it's just like my body getting used to the weather, plus going nonstop, plus I'm on a horrible sleep schedule. I've been going to bed at midnight, sometimes 1 a.m. every single night, so I've got to get back on a good sleep schedule, and I know I will, but for now I'm still on that sleep schedule. Anywho, also say is let's catch up, and we're gonna have a little chit chat about books. But first, we went to the Museum of Decorative Arts yesterday, and I've been seeing this scarf and hat like everywhere on like social media and people wearing it around. I was like, it's so cute, I need one. Actually, I had not seen the hat, I've been seeing the scarf. Saw a girl on the bus that had it, and I was like, oh, that's so cute, and they had it there. This is the hat. I didn't get the scarf, but I might go back for it. We have much to discuss. Okay, so I finally got into It's Different This Time, and it is so good. I'm literally only a quarter of the way in, but I think I could probably finish this today. We will see. TBD. I'm loving it so far. I just did an explanation. I kind of gave away way too much, but basically Adam and June used to live together about 10 years prior in this gorgeous brownstone in New York City. By circumstance or by chance, they end up becoming roommates. And do they kind of become more than roommates? Maybe. And so they kind of have this like abrupt ending. It's now 10 years later. June is reeling from her show not getting picked up for a second season, and she gets this random email that she needs to be in New York to go over the proceedings of the will of the previous owner of the brownstone, who is now passed. And she gets there, she runs into Adam, who she's not seen since she left the brownstone 10 years prior. I think it's 10 years, I think that's the right timing. And they have to decide what they're going to do with it. Will they move in? Will they sell it? Will they ever see each other again? Time will tell. And I'm really excited. It's really, really good and super easy to get into it, and I'm so drawn in. So anyway, I read about probably like 70 pages yesterday. I'm on page 103 now, and I'm hoping to finish it by the end of today / this vlog. But I have a few more books we need to discuss, okay? Whoa. I found a cute little girly pop book club in Dublin, and in order for myself to like actually get out there and go to this book club, I forced myself to go buy the book club book. Now, shout out to Maddie. I've been wanting to read this book for like a really, really long time. I think everyone and their mother knows about The Secret History. It is now, I think it's like, it's its 30th anniversary this year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And so I got it. It's so far out of my comfort zone. I usually don't read books like these, and it's really long. I have actually no clue how I'm gonna be able to finish this at like 2 weeks. I think it's less than 2 weeks. So TBD. And I also just like wanted to read it. I've been wanting to read it in general, so I figured it'd be a good one to buy. But I'm really hoping I can finish it in time for a book club. It's literally like 700 pages long, 600 pages long. TBD, but how gorgeous is this edition? They had a stunning edition in the bookstore I was in. I think I was in Hodges Vegas, and it was gorgeous. It was way out of my price range. It was literally like $50. And then we're gonna get to NetGalley because I am getting into holiday reading, and I'm also just like reading through some of my NetGalley. So we've already gone over Never Over the last 2 vlogs. I really enjoyed that one. And then right now, last night I finished up an audiobook that I was gifted on NetGalley by NetGalley and Harley Quinn, I think that's what it is. It's called The Best Christmas Choir Ever, and basically it's about Charlie and Julian. Charlie is a professional singer. Soprano is the word I'm looking for. She's a professional soprano, and for years she traveled the world singing with her brother. And anyway, the story really has nothing to do with that. The story is Charlie goes to help her Graham, who she's very close with, move into her new retirement home. And she grew up going to, I can't remember the name of the town, but the town that the retirement home is in. She grew up going there, and as soon as she goes to move her Graham into the retirement home, she runs into her old summer fling, Julian. Julian pretends that he doesn't remember her, and like he was a player, and oh, he had so many friends, and she causes like basically a pretty big scene being like, you don't remember me? And he's like, no, I don't remember her. Okay, stupid boys. And so anyway, basically we follow Charlie, who gets drug into being the volunteer Christmas choral director for the annual chorus competition. They're trying to win the grand prize, which is $20,000. She ends up being forced to be put in all these situations with Julian. Eventually one thing leads to another, and Julian admits that he does remember her and he was lying for no reason. And basically it just follows them doing Christmas things like through the home. all these different events. You follow some of the characters. We find out that her brother that she was super close to and traveled singing with actually passed away. And that kind of like opens the floor as to why there were a few of the miscommunication tropes in the book. Usually I don't like miscommunication tropes, but I actually didn't mind it in this one as much. Like, if the story was different, it probably would have bothered me more. But because grief was sort of intertwined with the miscommunication, it was okay. It definitely wasn't my favorite Christmas read. It is giving like a Hallmark plot, but it's definitely spicy. And there's a few things that I didn't like about it. One thing like I just didn't like is we knew as a reader like her brother was dead and somehow it was going to be worked in, so it kind of felt it kind of felt like I was sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for it all to find out and unravel and like the shoe to basically drop. The other thing I didn't like is like we're spending so much time in the retirement home, yet we don't know like really any of the backstories of any of the characters mentioned. So it would have been fun to kind of dive more into the retirement home characters and known a little more other than like the basics and like one of them sick in the hospital. That's another thing I think like they missed. But overall, it was a great, fun, like holiday romance book. And yeah, those are my thoughts on it. It is out now. I think it came out October 28th. I ended up giving it a 3.5 because I feel like it's a solid Christmas romance book. Like, it's kind of like one of those books along the lines of like Pumpkin Spice Cafe, where it's like you know what you're getting, and it's like a good holiday book if you're into like the tropes, which are like close proximity, miscommunication. I'm trying to think what else. Second chance romance. I feel like it's a pretty solid Christmas read. Like, I enjoyed it. It pulled me in, and I read it, or I listened to it within like 2 days. It was kind of shorter. I think it's only about like 280 pages. And yeah, so anyway, that's my review on the best Christmas choir ever. And I'm so excited to get into Christmas books. I have been looking everywhere, which I'm filming a separate video going around Dublin doing like bookish things, like holiday thing bookish things. But the thing is, I've gone to all the bookstores and I'm thinking like maybe this next week it'll like kind of switch, or maybe not. Maybe like holiday books like aren't a huge thing over here, but I've seen a few holiday books out, but I haven't seen like tables like they are at like Barnes & Noble or Books A Million in America. So I'm intrigued to see like what happens. But anyway, the point is, I'm so excited to get into Christmas reads. I did end up ordering a few books because I haven't been able to find them in the stores. So these are the two that I've ordered and I've heard amazing things. The first is Good Spirits, and it is by B.K. Borison. She's also the one who wrote First Time Caller and Love Light Farms. That's a really big Christmassy, like bookish book. So I'm excited to read. I'm not really familiar. I have First Time Caller. I didn't read it. So it'll be my first book of hers. And yeah, I'm excited to read it. I've heard amazing things. The other is Christmas on Fifth Avenue. And I've read another like Christmas, like New York City, similar title basically, and I really enjoyed it, so I think I'll like that one. But we will see. I haven't heard that much about it. And I'm trying to think what else. We're gonna finish reading It's Different This Time and maybe start an academic affair, TBD. Okay, you guys. I just hit the halfway mark. This book deserves every ounce of hype. It really does feel like you're watching a Nora Ephron movie. Like, it is, it's got everything. Oh my god, I'm loving it. This is quickly becoming my favorite fall read. Like, between, whoops, there goes Pookie. Between If It Makes You Happy and this, I think it's going to be a very, very hard choice. So good. Oh my god. When I tell you, I like audibly gasped. Did not see this happening. Did not think that this is what the third act breakup would be. Oh my god. Whoa. Why would Miss Richard do this to me? Hi girls, it's much later. We are chilling. I just finished editing this video so far and I finished It's Different This Time. It was so good. It was really hard to say, as I was saying earlier, between this and If It Makes You Happy. I feel like the two big like viral hits of this like fall reading season when it comes to like romance vibes, and they're both so good and so like I feel pretty well hyped. I do think I still like If It Makes You Happy if I was like picking out of the two, but they're both really good. And well, that's basically it. I really enjoyed it. I rated it a 4.25 or a 4.5, I can't remember. But it was really good. There were major miscommunications in the book, which I don't love. And then the third act breakup, like the way it happened and what occurred, took me so far by surprise. But I did like how she ended it in the end, and it was beautiful. So anywho, and then as I was finishing up, I was like, why does this sound so familiar? Oh, because Perry Street is literally, if I lived in the West Village, that would be where I lived. In one of those gorgeous brownstones. If you've never heard of Perry Street is where Carrie Bradshaw lived. It's, I mean, at least where Carrie Bradshaw's apartment is, gorgeous, like the most picturesque New York brownstone area you could ever think of. So stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. Anyway, I also got approved for another NetGalley book that I've already started listening to. It is Eli Rilo. If you guys know her, she's a like content creator influencer that I think rose to fame in like 2020 when most other TikTokers rose to fame. She was based in New York, but I believe now she lives in Houston with her fiance, and goes back and forth. And her first book I was really excited for. I didn't love it, but I did see this on NetGalley. I was like, I wouldn't like be against trying it if I like was given it on NetGalley. So yeah, so far pretty good. Agree with some of the things she said so far. So I am a little bit older than her, but yeah, so far I've related to some of the things she's talked about. Anywho, really good. I think that's basically it. And I think I'm probably going to end off the video here. I can't believe I actually finished 2 books so far. And I forgot, sorry. I also started Holiday Romance, which is by Catherine Walsh. And what I didn't know until I got here is she's based all her books in Ireland. And so I'm loving it so much so far. Basically, the story, I actually didn't read the blip, but what I've gathered so far from the story is that our main character flies home every year for Christmas. She's kind of a Grinch, if you will, and one year when she's in, I can't remember if she's in college or if she's like recently graduated, one of her friends is dating this guy that she met who happens to be Irish as well. And long story short is basically her friend at the time is cheating on this guy who she like had a weird connection with because they were both from Ireland and they just got along. And she gets stuck on this plane. Right before she gets on the plane, her friend calls and is like, oh, like basically I'm cheating on the guy, and she gets on the plane and she gets stuck beside him for the next however many hours, like 10 hours of the flight. And I think the premise is basically every year they've flown together, and right now I'm on like chapter 4. And yeah, anyway, so it goes back and forth between current day and past, and that's really, I'm not that far in, so I don't know much more than that, but I'm excited to see where it goes. I think I'm seeing where it's going. And I will say at first I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be one day in December all over again. Anyway, okay, so loving that so far. I'll update you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.